Charity Bubble USA. Karibu,
Yes,
karibu tena hapa.
yes, my friend. How are you doing
Yes,
today?
yes. We are good. Sasa we want you to start educating our people on the easiest way to apply easy stories like green card and what have you.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yes.
Hello, people. I am back. I said that I will be back to come and talk about the green card, and I want to help you people how to do it because you can apply it for yourself. It is started on the 6th. Today is the 3rd day. So I'm gonna go show you the website, and I will show you step to step how to do it because you can do it for yourself. You do not need to pay anybody to come and fill out the green card for you. Nobody should charge you for it. It's free of charge for you to do it. You can do it on the computer. You can do it on your phone. So I'm gonna show you the website, and then we'll go step to step so that you understand how to fill out the questions. So I'm gonna share my screen here, and I'll show you where to go. Let me show you the website. When you go to type the website, you will go to Electronic Diversity Visa Program, or you can type https stroke dvprogram.state.gov. When you click here, you will find a page that looks like this. Make sure that up here it is written U.S. Department of State, Bureau of Consular Affairs. I hope you can see my screen properly. So you will come down all the way down here, and then you will come to this green area, and then you will click on it. When you click on this part, you will find this authentication code. These numbers, you have to enter them. So I'm going to go ahead and enter the numbers. I'm going to go ahead and enter the numbers. So we are sharing the process on how to do it, and then you will submit. When you submit, it's going to open now the page where you are supposed to fill out your information. Now, you will start with your last family name. Your last family name is the name of your dad, or the name of your family name. So let's assume I'm going to use my names here. I like to use my name. I don't want to use anybody's name. So Nganga, you can use capital letters or small letters. It doesn't matter. And then here, your first name should be Charity, and middle name Nyokabi. I'm just doing it just like the way like you would do it. And then from there, here, question number 2 is gonna ask you, are you a male or a female? You will tick there. And then it is gonna ask for your date of birth. I'm gonna just put a date of birth here. So you start with the month. So let's assume that you were born in January 1st, 2000. January 1st, 2000, you will enter the year that you were born. Now, when you come here to the number 4, it is gonna be the city that you were born. Now, you have your passport already, because you need to have your passport and you need to have a little photo. Now, the city of birth that is on your passport is what you are going to enter here. Maybe you were born in Kisumu. You will write there the birth city. Now, if you do not know where you are born, it's okay. You can click here and say birth city unknown. But because you are using your traveling passport, you will enter the name of the city that is written there. Now, from there, it is going to ask you the country that you are born. But here, when you click here, you find that when you click here, you are seeing some countries here, because there are some countries that have been selected. So you will go all the way down here, and you will click on Kenya. Let me see where Kenya is here. DELGHIJ. Kenya. So you click your country, Kenya. Now, it's going to ask you this question. Are you claiming eligibility basing on the country that you were born? Now, When the green card was announced on the 6th, there were some countries that were not there. For example, Nigeria was not there. So if you are from Nigeria, the only way that you can enter the green card lottery is if you are married to someone who is maybe in Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, or all the other African countries. Now, since that we are in Kenya, or we are in Uganda or Tanzania or any other part that you are in Africa, and you have written your country there, Kenya, what you will do is that you will click on that part, yes, because that country is eligible. That means that they are allowed to fill out the green card for this year, because normally what happens is that for the green card to happen, they have to select the countries. Now, here, there's a question that says, if not, you must enter the country from which you are claiming eligibility. What does this mean? Now, if you are, I'm going to give Nigeria an example of Nigeria, because Nigerians, their country is out. So if you're from Nigeria, then you will click here. But you see, because I said yes here, I clicked yes, this one is not working. But if I had clicked no, then this one will bring me some countries. So that one, we are going to leave it there. Now, the other thing that you are going to put here is your passport information. And I'm going to stop a little bit so that I can explain something about the passport. When you are filling out the green card lottery or the DV lottery, you are required to have a passport, and you are required to have little passport photos. Now, let's say, for example, that you do not have a passport. Kenya, I know that the blue Kenyan passport was extended. It can be used up to December. And we have the new East African Community Passport. Now, make sure that the passport that you are using, and that is why I had to reach that point for me to explain about the passport, it is current and it is valid. What do I mean by that? I mean that the date that is on that passport is not expired. It has to be valid and it has to be current. Now, what you will do is that with your passport, you will enter your passport number. Now, I want to also talk to someone who does not have a passport at this time, but they really, really want to fill out the green card. Now, you can apply for a temporary permit, temporary passport, and do the application. Now, why am I saying that? Because a temporary passport, it just comes out after a few days, and it is a government document. But when you get a temporary passport, I'm going to type here so that I can show you how a temporary passport looks like. When you get a temporary passport, you will find that it has it is written it has the number, and at the same time it has something written TP. So let me show you a temporary passport here. Temporary passport for Kenya. I have to show you everything so that if you don't understand, then you will understand better. Now I'm going to go back here, and then I am going to share. I'm going to share this other screen here so that I can show you how a temporary passport looks like, so that you will know if you want to go and apply for that one. Now, I have shared my screen here, and I want to show you a temporary permit or a temporary passport. I hope you can see this. Now, this is a temporary permit that you can get from the Republic of Kenya in the offices, and maybe you will pay like $10 or $15. That's like 1,000 Kenya shillings. Now, when you get this temporary permit or temporary passport, when you are filling out your application, there is this TP over here. Do not enter this number. Do not enter this number. Just enter these numbers that are after the dash. Those are the numbers that you are going to enter if you choose to use a temporary permit or a temporary passport. Let me click on this other one. This passport is the old Kenyan passport. This one, because of COVID, they extended the time. So you can still use this one. And if you have this one is not valid. If you have this one, then you cannot use this one. These ones are not, you cannot use one. Now you can use this one. These are the new ones. So I'm just showing you the type of passport that you can use. And remember, it has to be current. The date on that passport has to be current. Now, let me talk about, let's assume that you don't have a passport, and you want to use a passport for your family member, or you want to use a passport for your wife. You cannot do that. It has to be your own passport. And why the passport is coming in when you are applying for the DV lottery, it is an identifier. That means that when you fill out, because so many people are going to do the application, the passport can be able to identify you. It can be able to identify you, and also your date of birth and your little photo. Now, if you use a passport that is expired, if you use a passport that was stopped by your country, what is going to happen? What is going to happen is that you will be disqualified. So please, make sure that you are using a passport that is valid in your country. Now, you will enter your passport number. Now, let's assume that you have used the temporary passport, because I have talked about the temporary passport. The temporary passport is going to be a piece of paper like you have seen. Now, when you use a temporary passport, after you have won your green card, you will have to go and get a nice passport, like the book passport. You have to go and replace it. You have to go and replace it. And I know there are some people who are like, what if I use a temporary passport? What do I need to do? Now, when you win your green card, they will send you a notification to fill out a form called a DS-260. So you must have your other passport, your regular book passport, so that you can enter the passport number on your new passport, the new little book passport. Are we together on that? I hope that you understand that part, because I know that there are some people who are like, what if I use that temporary passport and I am denied the visa? Now you will have to apply for the book passport. And then after you apply for the book passport, what's gonna happen is that when you send out your form, you will attach the copy of your temporary permit, you will attach the copy of your new passport, and the notifications that you had gone and collected a new one. So I need you to get that one clearly about the passport, because you need to know. So you cannot be left out. You can still use a temporary passport, but make sure that you give supporting documentation. Another thing, let's assume that you have the nice passport, the East African Community passport, but you have been traveling many places and it is full. If it is full, the American embassy is not going to stamp a visa on your passport if it doesn't have a duration of like 6 months or 1 year. So you will still need to replace that passport. Now you find that whether you replace a temporary permit or whether you replace a regular passport, it always has a new number. The only thing that is retained is your name, your date of birth, and all that stuff. But the number will always change. So do not be scared. You say that I am not going to use a temporary passport because maybe I won't succeed. When you use a temporary passport, you'll be good to go. But remember, you have to make sure that you have supporting documentation, because sometimes you might forget. Do not leave your supporting documentation, because if you do, then you will be denied a visa. And we want you to fill out the application. And after you have done filling out the application, then you succeed, because that computer normally filters, or it takes out the people who have done mistakes when they are doing the application. Now let's go back to our form, the one that you are filling. So I'm going to share here. So we were on the, let me see if it's on the whatever. Yeah, okay. So we have talked about the passport. So you will write the name on your passport. Now look at up here. I had written Nganga Charity Nyokabi. So it is the same thing that I am going to write here. Why am I going to be consistent? Because if you write the first part you write a different name, and here the passport information you write a different name, then you will be disqualified. Now, what you should do here is that your passport should be your guide. Whatever you write as the first name, then the passport information, the name that is there, should be on the beginning and on this question number 7. And then you are going to enter your passport number. Now, remember, if it is a temporary passport, you will not write that word TP. Now, and then you will write the month. and the day and the year that that passport was given to you. Now make sure that it is not expired. It is current at that time. It doesn't matter even if it expires the next day, but it has to be current. Then it is going to ask you for the country or authority of issuance. Who gave you that passport? Did you get it from Kenya? Did you get it from Uganda? Did you get it from Tanzania? Where did you get it? So you will click on this drop down, and then you will go and click on Kenya, because you found your passport in Kenya. Now, there are some people who are exempted from the passport. And what I mean is that when you have a passport exemption, this is rare. Is, for example, if you were born when your parents were traveling, they were on air. They were on the aeroplane and they were traveling, and then you were born on the airplane, or you were born on the ship. So you were not born on a specific country, and those people are not very many. So if you are stateless, then that is the only time that you can say that you are stateless. Now, another person that is exempted from the passport is someone who comes from a communist country where they cannot get a passport. That government is not going to give them a passport to travel. Now, they can exempt you from that. But you cannot lie. You cannot lie, because remember, you entered your country of birth, because you are eligible with your country of birth. Now, another way that you can be exempt from using a passport is if you have gotten a waiver from the Secretary of State. Now, you can only get a waiver from the Secretary of State if you have lived here in the US, and maybe you have written to the Secretary of State and they have decided that they can give you a waiver. Now, make sure that you have a passport, because if you do not have a passport, then you will not be able to apply for your DV lottery. So that is very important, and that is why I am really insisting on that part. Now, let me go back and share back and see what else we need to do on that form. So you have entered your passport. So this, I talked about the exemptions, and most people do not have this. So make sure that you are writing that. Now, here you will you will do your photograph, your little passport photo, your passport photo. Now, on the photo part, you will find that you have already uploaded your photo in the computer, and it is already there. So what you will do, you'll just click and you choose a new photo that you want there, and then you will be good to go. Now, question number 9, the mailing address. Now, the mailing address is, everybody is like, what do I do on the mailing address? What do I fill on the mailing address? Now, on the mailing address, what you do is that this one, it is not very important, but you have to fill it. You cannot leave it blank. Now, A here says in care of, optional. This is if you do not have a PO box. You will write your, maybe you are using a PO box of a church or a school. You will write in care of the specific school, or in care of PCA church, or in care of Catholic church. And then you will write the address. It can be PO Box 45, Kisumu. You just write any address. The address does not matter. The mailing address does not matter. And then you write the city. If it is Kisumu, you write the district, and then you write the zip code. The zip code, because the zip code really normally works well in the US. Now you find that if you do not have, you don't know, just put 254. 254 and you're good to go. Put 254 and you are good to go. So, and I do not want you guys to stress about this thing about the mailing address, because I have received so many questions. People are like, what do I write on the mailing address? What is the zip code? Don't worry, just write any address there, and then you just leave that wherever, and then you will select a country. Of course, you will select Kenya, Uganda, wherever you are, you can select that. Now, question number 10 is asking you, where do you live today? Now, if you live in Afghanistan, you will write that you live in Afghanistan. If you live in Germany, you will write that you live in Germany. If you live in the US, because even people in the US who do not have the right documentation still can fill out the green card, you will write the country that you are, where you are, not where you're born, where you are at that time, where you're filling out the green card. Then number 11 is phone number. You can either decide to use your phone number, or you decide not to. Now that will be upon you. Now, let me talk about the question number 12, the email address. Now, the email address is very important, very, very important. Because when you win your green card, they will not use your mailing address to notify you. They will not use your phone to notify you. What they are going to use is your email address. Your email address will play everything. So please make sure that you use your own personal email address that you have access to. It can be on the phone. You know, like smartphones are nice because you can just have it on the phone and then you can be checking, because we will check in May. If you have one, we will check in May. Now, please make sure that you do not use the mailing address of the person, maybe in the cyber, or for your husband or for your child. Please use your own personal email address, because that is the only way that they will communicate with you. That is the way they will tell you that you have won your green no, not won your green card, I'm sorry, that you have you need to fill out your DS-260, and that is the only way that they will tell you when to go for your interview. So please make sure that you're putting an email address that you have access to. That's a very, very important part. You cannot mess with that. And remember, when you're filling out this form, I need you to be very calm and collected, because you want to fill out the right information. You want to fill out the right passport number. You want to fill out the right date of birth, because just missing one letter number or writing one number wrong, now that can make you to be disqualified. So you have to be sure that you are putting the right names there, the right letters, and the right numbers. Now, let's go back next. Now, what is the highest level of education that you have achieved as of today? If you went up to primary school, you will tick primary school only. If you went to high school and reached up to Form 2, you will click high school degree, high school and no degree, because you went to high school, yes, but you did not graduate. Now, if you went to high school and you did your exam and you have your high school certificate, fill out high school degree. Now, if you went to vocational school, maybe you went to do plumbing or tailoring in a vocational school, or you went to do hairdressing, you will fill out you went to a vocational school. Now, some university courses is maybe you are still in the university, you are still doing classes, or maybe you went to the university and you are not done. You will fill out some university courses. Now, let me go back to high school degree. Maybe you are over 18 years old and you haven't done your exam, but you will do your exam, and by time May comes, you will have your results. Right? High school, no degree, because you're still in high school. Now, some university courses, I was saying, if you are still in university, or maybe you went to university for a few months and then you left, you will click that part. University degree, that is if you have graduated and gotten a university degree, you will click that part. Some graduate level courses, that means you have a degree and you're still going on, but you have not gotten your master's. You will enter some graduate level courses. A master's degree, if you graduated and got a master's degree, you will enter there. Some doctorate means you have a master's degree, but you have not gotten your doctorate level. You will click that you're still there. And the doctorate degree is you have graduated. Now, I need you to be very keen. It doesn't matter where you are, the education level, when you are filling out your application. Please do not say that you got a degree and you do not have it. Do not say that you went to high school and you do not have a high school certificate. Do not say that you went to university, you have a university degree, and you did not and you do not have the certificate. Why am I saying that? Because some people might be like, let me choose university or doctorate, I am going to win. No, it doesn't work like that. It does not work like that. Normally what happens is that a green card, even people who are in primary school, they have won the green card. So you have to fill out where you are. Be honest enough. If it is primary, if it is some secondary education, I need you to fill out the way it is. Now, education does not increase your chances of winning the green card. Anybody can win the green card. So please make sure that you are entering the level of education that you are. Now, there are some people who are like, I went up to class 8. Can I still fill out the green card lottery? Now, there is no limitation to fill out the green card lottery. But if you have not gone to high school, they will need you to have a minimum work experience of a job zone 4 and it has an SVP of 7. Now, there's a website that they send you to. It's called o.net. Now, that is where you go, you enter the work that you do, and you see that job zone. But without that job zone, even if you win your green card, they are not going to give you a visa. So you have to be very, very, very keen on that. Okay. Now, let me give you an example of something that fits the category. Maybe if you are an interior designer, it's a job zone 4, and it has an SVP of 7. So you have to be sure that you will prove, but you do not need to prove anything when you are doing the application. And remember, I said that the application is free of charge. Now, this is for those people who are out there and they are waiting for people. They are telling them, Akama will fill out for you. You don't need to pay me a lot of money. You just need to pay me a little bit, and I am going to fill it out for you. I am here because I know you can fill out this form by yourself, and you do not need to be charged anything by anybody. The only thing that maybe you can pay is if you go to someone's cyber, they will charge you the money for internet. But that is it. That's it. So please make sure that you do not get conned by anybody. Please make sure that you are not paying money to anybody to fill out the green card for you, because if you follow these instructions, you will get it. These are simple, easy ways and easy questions that you are able to answer by yourself. Now, then let's go again, and I'll share back my screen. I keep on taking off the screen so that I can be able just to emphasize, because I know that there are some people who fill out green cards for people, and then when they win, they hide the information, because there's a number that I will talk about at the end of this show that is very important. They hide it, and then when it is made, they check, and when they find out that you have won, they will even charge you 100,000 Kenya shillings or 50,000 Kenya shillings. For what? They do not need to charge you all that money. They don't need to. So you can do it for yourself. And that is why I am here to tell you, whatever you are, you can do it for yourself. Even if you do not have a computer, use your phone. Use your phone. Just buy enough bundles, because have your passport, have your little passport photo, sit down and answer those questions, and you will get it. You do not need to go anywhere or go to any website. I said the website is dvprogram.gov. That is where you will go and you will start your application. So be very, 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 very keen on that. So I'm going to go back on my screen again, and so we have talked about school. So I said it doesn't matter at the school. Now let us talk about current marital status. Now, this one, people get confused on this one, and I am going to explain the way it's supposed to be. Now, unmarried is if you have never been married to anybody. You are not married, you are single, you will fill out unmarried. Now, if you are married, it does not matter whether you are married traditionally or whether you have a marriage certificate. When you are married, you are married. Now, if you're married, you will enter married, and my spouse is not a U.S. citizen or a U.S. lawful permanent resident. Now, what does that mean? You are married, but not to a U.S. citizen or a U.S. permanent resident. That means that you are back in Kenya and nobody is a U.S. citizen between both of you as a couple, and nobody is a legal permanent resident. A legal permanent resident is someone who has won a green card and they have been given a visa to come and live here in the U.S. They are called legal permanent residents. That is what I got. Actually, I came here with a green card. When we won our green card, when we came here, we stayed for 5 years as permanent residents. Now, when you're a permanent resident, you can work, you can do anything in the US. The only thing you cannot do is to vote. You cannot vote as a permanent resident. Now, after 5 years, we applied for our citizenship and we got American citizenship. Now we can vote. Actually, we voted the last voting for Biden. We did vote for him. So why I'm saying that is that do not, because the second question is going to ask you, married to a legal permanent resident or a U.S. citizen. So so if you're married and you're at whatever, whether you have a marriage certificate or not, but you are married, you will enter number 2. Now, if your boyfriend and girlfriend or your fiance, do not enter married. Do not enter married because you are not married at that time. You should enter as single and make 2 separate entries for both of you. So that is that question. I need you to get it. So it doesn't matter whether you were married traditionally, as we were married traditionally, and when we got our green card is when we went to formalize our wedding and get the marriage certificate. Most people are like that in Kenya, so you shouldn't worry much about that. So that is how you will feel that part. Now, married and my spouse is a U.S. citizen or a U.S. lawful permanent resident. Now, this one, that means that maybe your husband or your wife is a citizen or they are a lawful permanent resident. If you enter number 3, you find that it is not going to prompt you to answer more questions. It's just going to leave it like that. Now, what about if you are divorced? You will enter that you are divorced. If your spouse has died, you'll say that the spouse died. If you are legally separated, you will say that you are legally separated. Now, I am going to dwell on this for just a minute so that you can understand. Now, if, for example, you are living together and the wife ran away. She ran away and she went to live with her parents, or she went and rented her own house. She's living by herself. Now, you cannot write that you are not married. You have to include that person. You have to include that person because you are not legally separated. You're not legally separated. But the American government, they recognize marriage with the paper, that legal paper that most of us do not. I didn't have it in Kenya, and I know most people do not have it in Kenya. So it is important for you to know that you need to include your spouse if you are married, even if you don't live together. You have to do that. Now, that is if you have that marriage certificate. But even if you're married traditionally, please enter your wife. Now, there was I'm going to talk about this because there are so many people who have asked me about this, that I was married, I had kids with this man, and he married other people, and the kids have the birth certificate. Now, just write that you are unmarried, and you just write that you are unmarried, because if a man moved on, they have moved on, then there's nothing much that you can do. But if you have a marriage certificate and you're not legally separated, you have to enter that person. Whether you are not talking to each other or whether you ran away, it doesn't matter. You have to enter that person. If you are legally separated by a court of law, you can enter your spouse, but if you win your green card, they will not benefit from it. They're not going to benefit for it. Of course, if you're divorced, you don't have to enter your spouse. Of course, if your spouse has died, you don't have to enter them. So I need you to get that very clearly on that part. Now, let's go. We're almost done here. Just bear with me here. So we have talked about marriage, and then so there, after you say married or whatever, it's going to have this part. It's going to click, and you're going to enter your spouse's information. Now, the spouse does not need to have a traveling passport. The spouse only needs to have the little passport photos. That is the only thing that the spouse needs to have. And remember, if you're married, both of you can do separate entries, the man, the wife and the kids, and the wife, the man and the kids. But remember, the primary applicant, the person that you are filling for information from question number 1 all the way to where we are, that one has to have a traveling passport. So it doesn't matter whether it's a man or a woman. Now, the number of children you will enter here, and from there, I am just going now to explain, because what's remaining is a little bit. Now, if you have children, your own children, you will enter them. Your stepchildren, you will enter them. Your adopted children, you have to write them. Now, if you have 5 children, when you enter them, when you submit that form, the next page is going to give you a place to enter their photos and to enter their information. After that, you will submit you will double check. Make sure that you double check, and then you will submit your application. Now, that form takes like 30 minutes to fill out. I've taken 33 minutes and 45 seconds to explain to you. So please don't do it in a hurry. Do it and make sure that you have answered your questions correctly. After you have submitted your application, it is gonna show you success, and it is gonna have your number, have the year you were born, the year of birth, and it is gonna show the date, and it is gonna have a unique number called a confirmation number. Now, please print that number, take a picture, save it on your phone, save it on your computer, whatever you do. That's a very important document, because that is the only way that you will know whether you have won your green card or you have not won your green card in May. Now, do not leave that one to that person who is telling you that confirmation number, you can come for it tomorrow. No, it comes out immediately. After you submit, you will get it. So I need you to go with that confirmation number home, keep it, because that is what you will use when you are checking in May if you have won or not. Now, so that's how you do the application. Now, the green card, how do people win? It is random. It's a computer that selects. But before the computer selects, before the people who have applied, it goes to the pool of selection. They have to make sure that the information that it is in the application is correct. And that is why I am telling you, you have to be keen on what you are answering there. You have to type your words properly and make sure that it is correct. So the computer will select your name if you're lucky, and then you'll be good to go. If you're lucky, then you can process your visa. Now, that part is free. When you win the green card, and I will come back and talk about that another time, the processing you have to pay. You have to pay for the processing until you come and live in the US. So I hope that you have understood how to fill out that form. And when you go to dvprogram.gov, that form is open. So you go there. If you have your valid passport and you have your valid passport and you have your little photos. Now those photos, they have to be 2x2. Now I have a YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is Charities Babu USA. Now I have talked about so many videos about the requirements. If you want to go there and check out, you will learn more on how to do it and the requirements, because it's extensive. But what you require is, I've talked about it so much there on very many videos. Now, so I want to see questions. Someone who has a question, I am ready to answer questions. So the link is dvprogram.gov, dvprogram.gov. But since you are in Africa, you can enter www. How can you apply? I've just given you the process. What you need to have is that you must have a passport and you must have the little photos, and then you will be good to apply. For people who are in Gulf, is the process the same? Yes, everybody, everywhere in the world, the process is the same. What I have explained, the process is the same. dvprogram.state.gov. I have a valid passport, but it lost. How can I do? You need to have a passport. Go get a temporary passport. Go get a temporary passport for that. What of the passport that is almost expired? If it is current at that date that you are applying, you can apply. But if it is expired, do not use it, because you won't be you just be wasting your time. A temporary passport has expiry date. It is one of, yes, it has to be current. The temporary passport, it has to be current, and it is going to last for like a short time. You're just doing it for the application, but remember, you will still have to apply for the book passport. Is it possible to apply? No, I cannot apply for you in the USA, because I am not going to increase any chances for you to win. That's why I'm here to explain how many slots are given in each country. Now, it depends. Now, every country gets like 7% of the DV lottery, depending on the countries that they have put there. Have diploma in teaching? Yes, you will get a job. You will get a job when you have a diploma in teaching. If you don't have any certificate, can you apply? So have you gone to high school? Yes, you can. If you have gone to high school, or if you don't have ever gone to high school, Teresa, then minimum work experience. Rudia hapo kwa box address. Kwa box address nimesema uweke address yoyote. It doesn't matter. Don't fret on that. Unaweza weka hata PO box ya church. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. You can put any. Anthony Mambua, what is the actual picture size to upload? It's a 2x2. It's a 2x2. Now, it's a 600 times 600 pixels. Now, go to my YouTube channel, Charities Babu USA. I have explained very well about that photo. Website again, www.dvprogram.gov. Website link, yes, good. He put the link there. That is the link that you will go to do your application for the green card lottery. Kelvins, you can a permanent resident person apply for US passport. Now, a permanent resident lives here in the US. They want the green card, and they will have to wait for 5 years before they get the American passport. You get a passport when you're a citizen. Guy Mosjenga, happy to join this. Is green card open? Yes, it opened the 6th and it will close on November 9th of next month. My passport is expired. Can I apply as I renew it? No, go get a temporary passport and do the application. So that Ben W, can one take a photo using a phone? Yes, but it has to meet requirements. It has to meet requirements. Make sure that it has a white background. I have tried 5 times now. It's like I'm not lucky. I really have a dream in living USA. That is Elias Langat. I can't lose hope. I love USA so much, and I know God will open the doors one day. Yes, that is the spirit. Do not lose hope. Don't lose hope. Keep on trying. Keep on trying. I know you can get it. Anthony Wambua, thank you for watching. When you are applying, can you include your sisters and brothers? No, you cannot. You cannot. Now, let me talk about this a little bit. If you are a parent and you have a child who is below 21 years old, you can include them in the application. Below 21 years old, you can include them in the application, and they can also do their separate application. But if you have brothers and sisters, no, you cannot. You cannot even include your grandchildren. You cannot do that. Thank you for your expressive explanation. Where does someone get the temporary passport? The temporary passport, I think you can go to Huduma Center. You know, I think if you go to Huduma Center, they will direct you on where you can get that Alua. And thank you for joining us. Ruben Karaoke, how many KB? It is 600 times 600 pixels. Go to Charities Babu USA, and you will find, I've explained about it. What is the deadline? And it is started on October 6th. It closes on November 9th of next month. That is co-ed. Nunda Kebs. If I win and don't proceed, can I reapply in the subsequent years? Yes, you can. You can reapply in the subsequent years. Nobody is gonna stop you from doing the application. Ivan Sotieno, should I have a picture of the passport document? Yes, you should have it. You must have it. That's a requirement. What is the maximum age requirement? 18 above and above, because if you're below 18, then you don't have work experience, and mostly you do not have a certificate. Can the small photo? The small photo is supposed to be which time? Because last time nilijaribu ikakata. Now on that website there's something that is called a photo checker. A photo checker will tell you the right measurements, but you have to follow their guidelines. Now, even in their website, dvprogram.gov, there are requirements. Click on that website and you will see the requirements. If you want to understand better, go to my YouTube channel and you will understand better. Edna Kiana, for those single with kids, will the embassy ask for the father's consent once the green card is won? Now, it depends on whether you had been married legally or not legally. That depends. Because if you are married legally, I said you have to include your husband and, of course, include everything about him. But if you are not married legally, most of the time they won't ask you for that information. And if they do, you tell them. Kindly explain how to fill out about marriage, and also how many literal passport size photos are needed. Now, about marriage, I said you fill out married and not to a legal permanent resident or US citizen. That is if you are in Kenya. The little passports, I said they are 2x2, 600 pixels by 600 pixels. The website also tells you about the literal passport size. So when you go there, you will find that. Ewesis Lucas, where is the link to apply? dvprogram.gov is the link that you are going to do the application for the green card, and it's open right now. Angel Teresa, if you're outside the country and you lost your passport, how can you do? Go get a temporary passport permit and do your application, and then after you win, you will get the other passport. Ruto Sharon, give me hope. I have applied this time. Tell me the techniques. There is no technique. Even if someone fills for you when they are in the US, there is no technique. The computer randomly selects the winners. So what you can do is just apply, follow their guidelines, and pray, because you leave everything to God for you to get the green card. Now, Damnos, when I use the website by the name DB Lottery Photo Checker, it tells me the head is too big, while the size is 600 by 600. Yes, the size is 600 by 600 pixels. Now, go to a professional photographer, and they are going to be able to do that. I know that is like 5 centimeters. So go to a professional photographer. They will do it, because they will be able to convert millimeters to centimeters. So do that. Ben W, thanks for articulating and making it palatable for everyone. You understood. God bless you. Thank you for that. I really, really appreciate. Alua, can someone be disqualified for being in CRB? What is CRB? What is CRB?
CRB ni wengine kama uko na loan mali unaekangwa kwa Credit Reference Bureau.
No, you can only be discredited if you have a crime, you have committed crimes, or maybe you have written bad things about US in the social media. Alex Nyabuto, if you include your family when applying and you got lucky and selected, will you leave them back to come over and join you after you go? Yes, you can, but you have to tell them in your DS-260 that you will leave them, and the only time that you can leave them is just 6 months, only 6 months. You're given the visa is 6 months. Everybody has to be in the US. It's 6 months, but you can come, because when you come with a green card, you get a job, get money, and send them ticket and they can be in the US within 6 months. So you can leave them, but you have to let them know. Cabs Njoki, I've tried more than 10 years. God hear my prayers. Keeping the dream alive. That's for the, yes, that is the spirit that we want. Please do not lose hope. Even if you have applied many times, do not lose hope. There's some people who are lucky like me. I only applied once and I got it. And oh my gosh, I got it. So don't lose hope. Even if you have applied for 10 years, keep on trying. Do not lose hope. If I win, should I carry my family with me and the wife? Yes, you have to. First application, put the whole of your family there. And when you are doing the DS-260, your family has to be there. And then when you travel, you go with them to the US when you win the green card. Nunda Cape Thomas, approximately how much is required in the whole process? Now, for a single person, I'm going to tell you for a single person. For a single person, it's like 250,000 Kenya shillings to process. It's like 250,000 Kenya shillings to process. That is like that's an estimate. Now, if you're a whole family of like 5 people, then that will be like 1 million. So you pay for medical, you pay for the visa, you pay for everything. Even those passports is still money that you're going to spend. You pay for the air ticket. Why are the Kisii people so lucky? I don't think they are so lucky because even here in the US we have Kikuyus, we have Luos, we have different types of tribes. So I wouldn't say that they are so lucky because the computer just selects randomly. It selects randomly. And why Kisis are here is that what happens is that maybe I have come here, I'm a US citizen. I can apply for my mother, I can apply for my brother, I can give them green card by sponsorship because there are different types of green card. Maybe it's one person who won, but they decided to call their whole family. And that's why you find that there are many, you know? Yeah, so that's how, it's not that they are lucky. It's, yeah. Ben W, if one is on visit visa in the US and they applied, what do they feel at the current place of staying? Now, if you came here as a visitor and you filled out your green card and you won, what you will do is that you will contact the immigration office. Every state, like even here in Kansas, we have an immigration office. So you will email them or you will write them a letter and you will notify them that you have won. They will guide you on how to do on change of status because they will have you fill out some different forms. It's going to be different for you because you're already in the US to fill out the change of status. So that's how you do that if you do the application when you are in the US. And thank you for that question.
I think anauliza kuapply. Si kama amewin. Anauliza how to apply.
Ana apply tu na hiyo process nimesema. Kila mtu ana apply na the same method.
Country anajaza kwa US.
Anajaza mahali alizaliwa.
No, the current country mahali huko.
Lakini country of residence anasema kwa US. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Can I save the draft before you submit? No, you cannot. Once you start, be prepared that it will take you 30 minutes to do it. You have to submit it because if you do not submit it, it goes away. Hello, I want to apply but I don't have a passport. What's the way forward? Get a temporary permit and you can do the application, Joshua. Get a temporary permit and you can do the applications. And thank you for that question. Gipsy Dawes, under which category is Uganda A-level academic considered, university or high school? A-level Form 6. I think that is Form 6 is high school. So you will say high school degree. The A-level, you'll say it's a high school degree. Yeah. So it's high school. Princess Carol Peter, may God bless you. Thank you for that. And thank you for joining me in this session. When you talked about the green card, I need you guys to apply the green card. How many times can I apply for it for a single year? Now, you only apply once, just once. If you're married, 2 of you can make 2 separate entries. Now, it is not like money, you know, the whatever for money that the more you apply, the more you enter, the more you win. No. Now, this passport, actually, the ones that the green card that is being applied by people nowadays, you have to use your passport. You will put your date of birth and you will put your photo. Now, your passport is an identifier. Identifier means that if you enter twice, the computer is going to detect because you have your unique number for your passport. So if you do 2 applications, it's going to kick you out. You're not going to win the green card. So do only 1 application. So Anthony Wambua Mutembei hapo sawa. As for you, Angela Teresa, Madam Charity, God bless you. Thank you for that. I have been applying, but nimejua the mistake I've been making. And I'm glad, Ruben, that I've been able to be here and to help you out. Queen Collector, I love your energy. Yeah, energy is good to tackle life. God bless you, Madam. You've got a golden heart. Thank you, Gipsy Dawes. And I just wish you all the best, guys. Join me in prayers because it's my second time, and God bless you for your encouragement. Yes, don't be discouraged. Apply for the green card. I love the way you explain. You are a teacher, be blessed. Yeah, I am a nurse. Actually, I am a nurse, but I just love doing this. How many times am I supposed to apply, please? I said only one application every year. Only one application. If you're married, you can enter 2 separate applications. How much is the embassy medical examination fee? Now, the embassy medical examination fee, I think currently is like 40,000 Kenya shillings. Current that there is there around 40,000 Kenya shillings, and of course the visa is 45. So that's the approximate right now. I'm not sure of like the figure whatever. What happens when you win visa? Who pays the air tickets? You do pay the air tickets. Nobody helps you. You have to process it. You have to pay for your air ticket. You have to look for a host, and you have to bring yourself to America. Bernard Kachamwangi, school level, primary school, experienced bus driver, Qatar, driving, DL. Now, that one, even if I have not looked the website, I know that one does not qualify. It does not qualify. But, you know, there is also another chance. Go do courses, something like interior design or whatever. Those ones qualify. And then you can do your application. What is your YouTube name? My YouTube name is Charities Babo USA. That is my YouTube name.
Wale wanaulizia YouTube name inapita hapo chini. So guys, you can subscribe.
Yeah, that's my YouTube name. Just go there and you learn more. Ben W. Mutembai, I like the girl. She is hands-on with info. Kudos for getting someone who is triple, calm, cool, and collected. Wait, she has extra for charity. Yeah, thank you for that, Ben, and thank you for joining us in this session. Sami Gaderu, does someone need to attach education documents? Not on the first application. You do not. You only need to have your passport, and you only need to have your little photos that meet the requirements. That's it. When you win is when they will ask for your educational documents. And I will walk you through that. Can I apply if I am a government official? Yes, you can. Nunda KFC, you can apply if you're a government official. Anybody can apply. You have to have a high school, or if you don't have high school, you have to have 2 years minimum experience, a job zone 4 that has an SBP of 7, and there are different jobs. Now, like if you're a hairdresser, it will disqualify you because that's a job zone 3. But there are those jobs like an interior designer, those ones they qualify for the job category because they want to whatever. So my wife not matching her certificate will be appropriate to apply. Now, I don't get well, but let me answer these questions because I know I can tell what you're answering. Now, if your documents do not have the same name, when you are doing the application, I need you to use the name that is in your passport, your traveling passport. That name, that date of birth, that city of birth, that is what I want you to use. Now, the matching certificates and whatever, don't worry about them right now. Worry about those ones after you win the green card. And we will be here to walk you through that process.
Naulizia wale wanafanya course ya walimu P1 certificate. Wanafaa kujaza under which name?
Watasema college. Sikuna ile some university courses. Hapo ndipo watajaza some university courses.
University?
Yes, some university courses, yeah. That's where
they are. University si hiyo ijafika. Na wale wako mimbi Mombasa Polytechnic
wakafanya. Unajua hapa majuu, let's assume ukienda a college ama university, when you graduate, it doesn't matter ulienda wapi. Now, like for example, let me give you my own example. Kama sasa nataka nirudi shule niende nifanye associate degree of nursing. Na nitaenda community college. But after I go to my community college, it will still be a degree. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. So they can just say some college classes because they haven't graduated with a bachelor's degree. They can do that. What if you're married and you don't have marriage certificate? How will you include your family members? Say you're married and you enter all your kids, everybody, and then after you win, you will go and legalize your marriage, get a marriage certificate. That is what we did. You will not have a problem. Green card application needs to be paid or free. When you're doing the application, it is free of charge. The only money that you will pay is if you want to go to someone's cyber, of course they will charge you for the bundles, for the internet. But the application is free. And if you follow what we have been talking about, you will be able to do it for yourself. You don't need it to pay anybody to do it. So you mean if I win the green card, I can do process of my own and then later nikifika USA nifanya process ya my family. Lakini ndio ufanya process ya familia yako lazima ukwe in the first application ulikuwa umewaweka. Ukijaza ndio ukiwin familia yako ikwe pale. Ukijaza form ya pili uambia hamtaweza kutravel nyi wote, lakini utawaambia specific time ndio ukuja hapa USA ufanye kazi uwatumie fare, lakini lazima ikwe 6 months. lazima ikuwe within 6 months, kwa sababu visa ile utapewa itakuwa ya miezi 6. You cannot exceed that, so you can do that. How can I get a temporary passport before the deadline? Good work, Muteme madam. Now the temporary passport, and then kwa Huduma Center, they will guide you where to go. And a temporary passport, it takes less than a week for you to get it, so you can get it. Can a primary Kenyan teacher get a job there? Yes, you can get a job here. Hata kuna watu wanakuja mtu amefika high school, you can get a job here. But if you're a teacher, you're not going to come and teach direct. You'll have to go back to class and do some classes. Diploma in agriculture, working an extension officer, can you qualify? Now I'll have to Google that. I'll go back to the comments and I will answer you that, because I have to enter what you're doing so that I see what it gives me, because it has so many jobs. Wewe tunamfanya Gulf na sijasomea course yoyote. So I don't know, do you have a high school certificate? If you have a high school certificate, you qualify. Sarah Mudhoni, you do qualify if you have a high school certificate. Crochito Glash, when you win, the air ticket is approximately how much? Like the whole process inaweza cost kama ngapi? So normally the air ticket, kama let's assume nikitaka kwenda Kenya saa hizi to and fro nitalipa $1,200. So you can count like 700, 600 there. But the air ticket depends on the seasons. Aina a fixed price. It depends on the season. So you can say maybe each person, itakuwa maybe it's like 75 to 80,000. Now ujue mpaka watoto they pay the same price. Hakuna ati huyu ni mtu mkubwa, si kama mata ati huyu ni mkubwa na huyu ni mdogo. No, their price is it goes with seasons, and it's the same depending on the number of family members. What if I don't have a passport? Please, if you do not have a passport, go get a temporary permit. Ukisha win, utaenda utafute hiyo ingine. Can I put driving school as a college? Now, driving school, no, don't put driving school as a college. Put, if you have a high school education, enter that. Because driving school, no, don't put that one. Don't put that one. They want you to do the ones that you have gone to college. Na umeenda umesomea. Yani a real, a college. Kwa sababu wanafanya vile tunafanya hapa majuu. Because even here in the US, we don't go to school for driving. Normally what you do, unasoma online, alafu unaenda unafanya tu ka test, ka 20 questions, 25 questions, ukipita unapatiwa driving license. Now, Bernard Achilles, can I apply for a job as interior designer when I get the green card? Now, that is a job qualification that when you go to the embassy, kama umefanya interior design, umequalify hata kama hauna high school diploma. That is what I needed to meet. But if you are an interior designer, you win the green card, you come here, you can be an interior designer. What happens if you mistakenly misletter in names of your kids? If you do that, you will be disqualified. That is why I am telling you guys, pay attention when you're filling out that form. Do not miss. Double check, triple check, quadruple check. Make sure umeweka the right information pale. Don't miss anything. Cedric Chamor, I applied today and 3 things confused me. One is email. Did you put your own personal email address? If you did that, you are correct. And they asked me not to have spaces between. What does that mean? It means if you are, I'm lose your name. Maybe Cedric, maybe your email is cedricchamor@yahoo.com. Hakufai kukuwa na spaces. There should not be any spaces in those letters. It should be just a whole thing, because an email address normally doesn't have a space. Two high school degree means what? Some high school degree means that you are still in high school, or maybe you went to high school and you did not finish. The zip code, I said that thing about the mailing address. Do not stress about it so much. Just write 254. Write the code for your country. You'll be good to go. That's a formality for US, because when you come to the US, it's gonna matter. And if you win your green card, I will come back and tell you that now the mailing address really matters. But right now, just 254 is a code for Kenya. Write that one. If you're in Tanzania, 266, you'll be good to go. Don't fret so much about that part. So the place of birth ni mahali ulizaliwa. If you win, who hosts you in the US? You have to look for a host. You have to look for a host in the US for you to be able to win. And you necessarily do not need to know anyone. So that is why Kenyans or anybody, you need to do good networking. Know who you are, so you're socializing in social media. Know those people who can help you. Engage yourself with people who can help you, because if you know someone in the US and you have been communicating, maybe they have a website, a channel like mine, and I have been seeing your comments or whatever. Then if you have that difficulty, that person is gonna help you. So please start networking. It's called networking. Look for people who can add value to your life, because not all of us have people who are in the US, but If you have friends, even you might know someone on Facebook, but you have been communicating, maybe they have something that they do in the US, those people are the ones who are going to get you a host. If you don't have a family member to host you, but you'll have to look for your host. Now, clarify the job zones. A diploma holder in nursing, which job? Now, diploma holder in nursing, you qualify, already you have a high school certificate. Kama wacha niongee na Kiswahili, kama uko na high school certificate, usiworry about job zone. Job zone ina yule mtu hakuenda high school na akapata certificate. Hiyo ndio huyo anatakikana kuwa na job zone. Lakini yule ameenda high school na amepata ile certificate, huyo hahitaji job zone. Okay. What about the forestry degree? You're good to go. You're good to go because you have a degree. You're good to go. Yeah, you're good to go. It's okay. It's okay. You can ask. Any question is a question. You know, you have to ask a question for you to know. How long does it take for the applicants to be selected and qualified? Now, notified. Now, it will stop on November the 9th. And I encourage you guys to do the application as early as possible. Usingoje mpaka siku ya mwisho. Ukigoje siku ya mwisho, that website is jammed. For it to go through, it takes forever. So apply as early as possible. Alafu May 7th ndio tutajua ni nani ame-win green card. Next year of May is when we will know who has won the green card. Now, I'm not yet officially married, but I have a baby. Can I apply for them? Now, if you live with that wife, Elikana Omweno, if you live with that wife, you write as married because we get married traditionally. So you write as married, and then mukishapata ile nini mtaenda, you will legalize your marriage, and that is what we did. That's what we did, and we didn't have any problem because if you have a baby, that is evidence. Hata wakikuliza, why did you go and get married at this time? You have babies, that's evidence enough to show that siku mtu wa kuongeza. Lakini kama umeapply peke yako as single alafu uende kuongeza mtu, then you will have a problem. In case my spouse is expecting, how to go about? Now, let's assume they have the baby before May, and then you get your DS-260. Normally what happens is that you notify them and they will tell you, they will give you, it's called a change of life. It's called a change of life. Normally what you do is you report to them and they will tell you what to do there. So there is no problem with that when you have a baby. Don't worry about it. They will just advise you on what to do. Diploma in purchasing and supplies from a college, where does it lie on education? Now, that diploma, do you have a high school education? If you have a high school education, then you qualify. If you have a diploma, I am sure you went to high school, so you will be good to go. You'll be good to go for that. Dixon Magongo, what is the difference between a high school diploma and a high school degree? Now, there is no difference there. Normally what happens is that those names are used here in the US. You find that kama mtu amegraduate, if you graduate here from 4, we do a real graduation, like the one that is done in the universities. Actually, when my son graduated in Form 4, we went, it's like university they are graduating. So it's the same thing. High school diploma, high school degree, that's the same thing. So that it means that you had your high school certificate. How to include unborn baby in the process of now? You cannot include an unborn baby. No, you cannot even say that you're pregnant. What will happen is that just fill the people who are living at that current time. After you win, in your DS-260, there is a question that asks you, have you had a change of life since you did your application? Now that is where you will put the baby. That is where you will put the baby. Because even them, they know that things like that can happen. I have undergone paramilitary training, but I didn't finish classes. Will I indicate college without a discharge certificate? You will say some college, some college, mahali kuna some college, sema hiyo. Say that, but do not say college, whatever. Let me look. I hate guessing. I don't like guessing. Let me tell you what you will feel. I do not like to guess. Hold on a minute. Let me tell you where you will feel. I don't like guessing. I like saying what I know. So you will feel some university courses. Kama umemaliza degree, utasema university degree. So pale kusema some means that umefanya ile course lakini ukumaliza. So you say some whatever. Ruben Karaoke, if I win the green card, at what point I will explain them that I will leave my family behind for any reason? Is it during the interview? No, it is during when you are filling out your DS-260. They ask you, do you intend to travel as a whole family, or do you intend one person to travel and then the others will come? You'll say yes. But remember, the primary applicant, ule mtu lazima passport yake, ule mtu jina yake ilianza kufanya kwa application, that is the person that should enter US first, or they can enter with the family. So the person who won will come and then they can invite the other people. Can I apply as a heavy transport driver? Was a trailer. No, if you have Form 4 certificate, you can apply. I think I think I should come back and tell you about work experience so that I can take you to that website and then I can explain better, because you will understand if I do it. Qualify friends, quality friends in your life is your net worth. Yes, you have to have quality friends. You have to have quality friends. Stephen Carey and Sana Anas, is it marketable there? Oh my gosh, it's marketable. Like right now, oh my gosh, like people are making a lot of money when the Anas is here in the US. If my is expecting, how to go about it? If you're expecting, just write yourself. Do not write your unborn baby. My son is 16 years. Yes. Can I include him? Yes. Below 21 years, include those children. Can a retired person apply? Yes, you can, because I know people who have come here when they are 55 years old with a green card. I know that you can apply. How long is one supposed to be hosted before he settles, and who takes care of the bills? Now, when you get a host, and I need you to be very clear, you have to discuss with your host the living arrangements. So your host will tell you, I will host you maybe for free for this certain time, but maybe when you get your job, then we will be sharing the bills. Please have that conversation with your host. Usikuje tu expect ati ule host atakufanyia kila kitu. US is very, very high cost life, and unless you have an agreement, then you will collide. Now, if you have a green card, you will only stay for 1 month, 2 months. You will be out of your host's house. Okay, isharia wakubai Kubs Njoki, jaribu tena, but yangu ita go through mbele ya US. Yes. I like that spirit. I like people who have a positive spirit. Emmanuel Luceno, when US embassy examine you medically and find that you are not medically fit, will they disqualify you? Now, you cannot be disqualified under medical grounds. Actually, there are some people who go there because they have to test you for TB, and if you are positive, actually they will help you get treatment, and they will do all the tests until you are good to go. They cannot disqualify you under medical whatever. US is very different, guys. It's very different. Share your WhatsApp contact if possible. I will pin it. And then my friend here can share it with you, because I have a WhatsApp group and we interact and we ask questions. Can I apply when I am outside Kenya? I'm in Qatar. Yes, you can apply anywhere. But remember, your country of residence will be Qatar. Your native country will be Kenya. Thanks for the information, Sami Kuria. I really, really, really appreciate that. Are we required to attach the copies of our certificates? No. In your first application, it is electronic. Electronic application. That means you don't need to attach anything. How are the forms found? Now, dvprogram.gov. Now, there are no forms. Everything is electronically. It is electronically. Go to that website, and he had pinned it here, and you will get it. My son is turning 21 years in December. Can I include? Yes. Please include him in your application because he's below 21 years old. Please include him in your application, Monica. Yeah.
Naona maswali bado zinazidi kuja, tumemaliza.
I know, right?
We are past 1 hour plus.
Yeah.
Normally natakanga tunaenda for 1 hour, ile imebaki you come another day, then
yes, that's okay. That's okay. And the questions are many, and if they subscribe, they will still know some of the things, because I've talked about all those things. I've talked about all those things in my videos, and they will understand better, especially about work. They will understand better. Yeah, the way. Yeah.
Yes, and guys, YouTube channel ni Charities Bubble USA. Unaweza enda pale kwa YouTube, you search, unaenda kwake, utakuwa unaongea naye. Sijui amesema atapeana namba ya WhatsApp ama ni ya WhatsApp group, sijaelewa.
Yeah, WhatsApp group. I'll send you a link, and then you can pin it there, and then they can join through the link.
Okay.
Yeah,
so they will be posting the WhatsApp group later kwa comment section. So guys, when wanataka kujoin watajoin hapo.
Yes.
Meanwhile, unaweza huyu anaitisha correct website.
Yeah, give us the correct website that are
fit. Naandikia hapo
now, Governor Field Marshal. Now, it's dvprogram.gov. Now, it has to have a gov at the end. If it says .com, that is wrong. So it's website. Yeah, that's the URL, dvprogram.state.gov. It has to have a gov at the and if you go back and watch this video from the beginning, you will see how it appears, because we put it up on the screen and we explained. You will see it how it appears, so that you make sure that you're going to the right place to do your application.
Jibu karaoke
After
ukimalizia.
completing, yeah, Ruben Karaoke, after completing all the process and you're granted to go to USA, are you given the deadline up to when you are supposed to be in the US? Yes. When they stamp your visa, they stamp that page with the American visa. They expect you to be in the US within 6 months. You have to be here. You don't want it to expire. That's an opportunity of a lifetime. So 6 months, you must be in the US. Even your family members, they have to be in the US. Yes. Madam Charity, may God expand your territories. You're blessing to many. Thank you, Gypsy. I really, really appreciate that.
Okay. So Charity, unaweza ongea na Kenyans mara ya mwisho tukimalizia, wape the final remarks kutoka kwako. I am very sure we'll be bringing you before hii event ya application iishe, tutakuita tena uongee na watu.
Yes.
Then tumalizie.
Yeah, what I can tell you guys is that try the green card. Try the green card. When you come to the US, hapa hakuna discrimination ati unajua nani ndio upate job mzuri. Anybody gets a job. Anybody counts here in the US. So please try to apply for the green card. Make sure that you're filling it out right. Go to my website, read more. Come to my WhatsApp group, read. Subscribe to my channel. You will get it. If you come to the US, your life will change. Okay? And do it right.
Huyu hataki tumaliza, ananiambia give us more time to ask. Okay, acha tujibu huyu moja basi.
Okay, I applied last year, but I did not get selected. Can I apply again this year? Yes. Even if you apply 10 times and you don't get selected, don't give up. Do it. If you're married, 2 people, your wife, the husband, that gives you 2 entries. And have faith. Another thing that I want to tell you guys is that when you have done your application, forget about it. Forget about it until May. Usiweke mind yako ati niliapply green card sasa naenda majuu. Hapana. When you have done the application, done the right thing, forget about it and move on with your life and wait until May. Yeah.
You see, when we allow more questions anaanza kurudia because sasa unaona kama huyu anauliza how do we apply.
So make sure that you apply. I'm just going to let them know that the deadline, it is started on the 6th. Today is the 8th. It's going to go all the way up to November 9. Now, I encourage you guys to do the application early. Usingoje mpaka last minute. Last minute tutakuwa na shida because that website, everybody is trying to put in their entry. So make sure that you apply. These first weeks, you'll be good to go. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you so much.
You are welcome. You're welcome.
Sijui tukulete lini tena. When do you want to come back?
It doesn't matter. You can. I can come maybe Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Doesn't matter. You know, my schedule is not very tight because I normally work at night, so I don't work during the day. So I can come anytime. Just shoot me a text and I can come anytime. Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Then I will call you a day then to plan. We can plan in 2 days then to alete hapa.
Yes. And thank you for joining us, guys. How many they select by year? Now the whole thing has 50,000 and they divide them in regions and every region gets 7%. And they cannot get more and they cannot get less. So after you apply, just pray that you get it. That's all that I can say. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm married, but still don't have a marriage certificate. How can I approve to a U.S. embassy that I am married? Now, I wasn't married with a marriage certificate when we won our green card. And when we won, we just went to church and we got a marriage certificate from our priest. And when we went to the embassy for our interview, they didn't ask us why we got married. We already had kids. So, even if you don't even have kids, there are those things that when you're married that you have together. If they ask for evidence, then you give them evidence. Those are human beings. When you go to the embassy, they are humans. They are humans. Lazima kutafuta pesa za kutravel bana na za all the process. Ni lazima utaweza kuwa umejipanga ukiwin. Lakini ukiwin usiuze vitu zako before upatiwe visa. Don't sell anything. Stephen Carey, asante sana. Thank you for that. Thank you and God bless you. God bless you too, even for being together with us. Give us your YouTube name. My YouTube name is there. It's running down there. Charities Bible USA. Charities Bible USA. Kindly subscribe to my channel. And when you watch these videos, give them a thumbs up. Give every video that you watch, even his videos, give them a thumbs up because when you do that, YouTube recommends that channel. Now, and if I win, it's only me and my family with the passport. The rest itabidi wachukue passport before waende. Ama tutatumia moja tu. Hapana, mtatumia moja tu. Mkiwin sasa, kila mtu lazima atakuwa na passport. Lazima mtaenda, kila mtu atafanywa application ya passport yake, kwa sababu kila mtu, hata kama ni mtoto wa mwaka mmoja, lazima watastamp visa yake kwa passport yake. Before you leave, watch your WhatsApp link. I'm going to share it with him, and then he's going to pin it on the comment section, and then you can join the WhatsApp group, because it's there. Yeah. So Charities Bubble, yeah, USA, that's my YouTube channel. Come on and subscribe to my channel. How is the current situation with the Biden administration? Now, the current situation with the Biden administration, I would say it's better. It's better because before the previous administration, as immigrants, we were so much worried because we felt like we didn't have a place. But right now, we feel that we are included as immigrants. We feel like there's a space for us. So at this time, it's better, it's good, and that there are not like so many hurdles or so many things. So this is very good. It's a very good administration that we are having currently. Must I have a passport to apply for this DV lottery? Yes, you must have a passport to apply a DV lottery. You must. If you don't have a passport, use a temporary permit. After you win, you'll get the book passport. I came in late. How do we apply kindly? Now, I need you to go back. If you watch this video from the beginning, I talked about the whole process, and you won't miss it. Go watch this video from the beginning. You will get the process of application. That is Wetaba Frederick. I have explained very well about it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you. Hata tukiishi hapa maswali zitakuja mpaka asubuhi.
A whole week.
Maswali zitakuja mpaka asubuhi. So we better leave it there.
Yes.
I'm very sure maybe next week yes, by next week.
I'll come back next week. I can come back next week and we can talk more, especially about work experience. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because ni vizuri watu wakiapply wajue wana apply wapi. Hata mimi sijaijaza hiyo form na sijui inaanza wapi.
Sio hata ujaribu. Lakini wewe uko sawa.
Mimi unless waniambia naweza kuja huko nifanye kazi nafanya huko tu.
Yeah, unajua US, US you can do anything as long as you have the right documentation. There is no limitation. This country, it gives everybody a chance. Unaona hata yule mtu mlemavu, ule mtu ako na wheelchair, hata huyo anapata job. Like that is why I love. Hakuna ati huyo ni mtoto wa tajiri. In Kenya, like they are horrible. Mtoto wa tajiri ndio anaenda kupata, hata hana disqualification, na yule mtoto wa maskini amequalify, huyo haezi pata job simply because they don't have money. Now in the US is different. It's very, very different. Everybody gets a share. I have been waiting for that explanation, madam. Yeah, thank you, Bernard Kilonzo, for that. I really appreciate it. So what is the kind of passport size do you need to upload? Now they have their requirements. It's a 2x2. Now, when you go to a professional photographer, they will tell you it's 5 centimeters, which is correct. But I need you to go to my YouTube channel, or you go to that website and look at the photo requirements. Look at the photo requirements, and you will know the right ones. Asante sana. Be blessed. That is Gypsy Dowers. Thank you. Mtembei ako sawa, but he can apply. Yeah, ako sawa, huyo ameiva, ako sawa. Charities Bubble USA. Yeah, that is my YouTube channel. Go there, like my videos, and subscribe to my channel. And thank you. When is the deadline? It's going to be in November 9th. That is the deadline. Actually, it's going to be 2 days to my birthday. So that's the deadline. November 9th.
November 9th.
November 9th. It's going to be 2 days to my birthday. My birthday is November 11th. So
ilianzia October 6th.
Hii ni siku ya 3. Today is the 8th. Yeah. Unajua hapa ni mchana, ni saa 7:24.
Wow.
Quick one. I must have a passport to make application. Yes. You must have a passport.
Ni lazima watu. Passport is a must.
Hiyo ni lazima. Hiyo kama hauna hata usijaribu, because you must have that one. Lakini you can get a temporary passport. My happy birthday in advance. Thank you for that. Thank you.
So they can get a temporary passport to apply. Na temporary passport wajue jinsi ya kuenter the number vile umewaambia.
Wasiweke hiyo TP ya kwanza, hiyo TP inasema temporary. Don't put that one. Weke after the dash, hizo numbers ziko hapo. Na nimewaonyesha hiyo picha. Weke hizo number, you will be good to go. Ukienda nini? I did last year first time and I did not get. I'm fired up to do it this time, and I'm gonna get it. Yes, you have to be positive in life for you to be able to achieve this stuff. You have to be very, very positive. Yeah. Ben W. Dick Son Magongo, be blessed, madam. Thank you. Be blessed too for even being together with us. Yeah, we really appreciate you guys.
Asante sana. Kenyans, hatutaka hapa forever.
Yeah.
I will bring charity next week, I think.
Yeah.
But this was a generation.
The passport yangu ina expire 2021 January. Naweza kuwa 2021 January. Saizi tuko nini? October 2021.
I think in 2022 anasema.
Kama ni 2022 uta apply. 2022 do the application. Yeah, you're good to go. What of old passport generation? Now there's a passport that was supposed to expire in Kenya, and they gave them a deadline of December. Now you can do that one as so long as your country is still using it. But if it has expired, like Uganda, I know theirs, you can't use that one. Ni kama pesa. Let me give you a good example here. Ni kama vile ulikuwa unaona the government ilisema hii pesa itatumwa mpaka hii muda, alafu hiyo pesa that's it. Alafu ulikuwa unaona mtu anasema ati akona 50,000 alikuwa ameweka chini ya mattress. That is not money because your government is not using it. Now, that old passport, I know it has a deadline up to December. You can use it, but remember you'll have to get the new one. But if it has an expiry date, don't use it, because if you use it, you're just wasting your time applying for the green card. So make sure that they require you to use something that is valid with the government. So ile ime expire ni kama ile pesa ya kitambo. Vile uwezi enda na ile pesa ya kitambo ununue, hivyo ndivyo hiyo passport iko. So please don't use that passport because it won't help you. Charity, you're so bubbly and lovable. Thank you for that. Thank you. Zachary Mugai, you are so joyous, Gloria. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Yeah.
Watu wamefurahia sana. Okay. Acha tukatie hapa. Guys, good night. Tutakuja na charity next week. Sijui tutatafuta date. As long as you like our page na umesubscribe to our YouTube channel, bado tukikuja live utatuona tu.
Yes.
Taingia hapo tukueleze stories za DV Rotary.
Yes.
Sarah anasema your mother from heaven. Good job.
Thank you.
Na wale wenye mmekuja late, tafadhali just tukikata hii video since itakuwa posted kwa YouTube na kwa Facebook, unaweza kuja tu refresh, uanzie from mwanzo mpaka mwisho. Charity explain everything in details. Tulikuwa mpaka tumeka screenshot hapo, unaona whatever is happening.
Yes.
Na umepewa kombe ya
musik. I give you a cup of musik for the good job. Thank you, Coach, for that. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah.
Asante sana.
Asante.
Good night and God bless you.
Thank you.